From PRI, Public Radio International in Los Angeles, I'm Tavis Smiley. Spring may have just begun, but it's the perfect time to start planning for summer. For many of us, summer brings back memories of our childhood, summer barbecues, summer vacations, and even summer camp. Meet Kevin, Gordon, and Natasha Jackson. This husband and wife team recently became owners of Camp White Eagle, just west of Chicago, which make them the only owners of a private residential summer camp facility in the U.S. of African descent. In addition to their regular schedule, the camp will also offer a 2-week multicultural program specifically for young girls to come together and learn empowerment and social intelligence skills. And so, join me on the program now from WNIU Studios in Rockford, Illinois, to tell us more about Camp White Eagle is Natasha Jackson. Natasha, nice to have you on the program.
Thank you.
And joined by her husband in the same studio, Kevin Gordon. Kevin, how are you?
Great, Tavis. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. Let me start with you, Kevin. You are a Harvard graduate with a psychology background who became a successful lawyer, and now you own a summer camp. I'm trying to put all this together.
Yeah, it was an interesting journey, I guess. When I was first involved in camping, I was involved in a lot of different. Noticed that a lot of the camps were very homogenous. They were all the same. The camp that I first worked at was mostly almost predominantly Jewish girls. Then I saw other camps that they were either all Catholic or all this or all that, and there wasn't anything that was a blend of different folks that were coming together to have a great camp experience.
Natasha, your background, on the other hand, as a grade school teacher would seem like a natural fit for this, but I have to believe that teaching kids in a classroom and owning and running a camp are two different experiences.
They are very different experiences, but they have a lot of similarities. In both experiences, we're trying to help children become the best that they can be and live lives that are respectful and contribute to the greater society.
Tell me more about this 2-week multicultural program specifically for young girls, Natasha.
Our program is purposely diverse. We recruit diverse staff as well as diverse campers so that they can come together in a supportive atmosphere to learn about one another and learn how to get along with people who are different than them.
Tell me what that camp is called specifically. I have the name in front of me, but I'm afraid to even try to pronounce it.
It is called Camp Kupugani.
Kupugani.
Yes.
And we got that where?
We got that from a Zulu concept that means to raise oneself up.
I like that. Makes sense. Kevin, we live in a time, and I think every parent knows this, where kids are so sedentary. I mean, as a matter of fact, I just finished up a week or so ago being involved in a health expo, and I found myself one day on Youth Day in particular talking to a convention center full of thousands of young people about the challenges that their generation face where being so sedentary is concerned. Do kids still like going to camp? When they get to camp, do they still run around and have fun and jump and play? Or do they come to camp with their PlayStations and just kind of sit in the tent all week and play games with each other?
Well, yeah, absolutely. They come to camp and they absolutely thrive in the natural environment. Our camp and as well as a lot of other camps, we actually don't allow them to bring the PlayStations or iPods or all the electric connections that so many kids have at camp.
So you don't let them bring those things?
No, we embrace the natural environment. We do outdoor activities. We really let them have a good time outside.
Team, pick it up, pick it up. Who are we?
Kupugani.
Who are we?
Kupugani. Natasha, how do you recruit these kids?
We've been going to a lot of kids' fairs as well as making contact with a lot of church groups, just getting the word out to people that are not usually involved in camping, and we really make an effort to try and reach out to those groups.
I'm curious as to what the challenges are on the business side of trying to make a camp economically feasible, make it profitable, because this is a business. You want to help kids, nothing wrong with helping kids, but at the same time, it's a business, and if you can't make money or at least break even, then you're not going to be around for too long. What are the challenges, certainly where camps of color are concerned, for trying to break even, for trying to make a buck?
The challenge that we run into, especially trying to recruit people of color, is, as Natasha was saying, that it's not as much of a tradition. The other thing that is challenging is because we are a independent camp, we don't get as much of the corporate sponsorships and other sources so that it's more challenging for us to fund scholarships and camperships to allow lower income kids to come to camp as well.
You know, the irony of this is that while you and Natasha are right, Kevin, that there isn't the tradition inside of our community that there is in other communities where camp is concerned, the irony here is that the need could not be greater in inner cities for a way to escape, for something different to do, for a way to get out of the inner city, to do something that's a little unusual, to expand your comfort zone. I can't think of a better community or a community more in need of this kind of, shall we say, alternative experience than black and brown kids in the inner city.
Absolutely. As experienced camp people, we know what the benefits of camp are. And as we go to these camp fairs and church groups and different groups trying to promote camp, a lot of the struggle is with brown and black folk that don't have that experience and aren't as aware of the benefits.
Let me close with a two-part question then. So what are the benefits of camp for those listening who might want to send their kids? And secondly, how do parents get in touch with Camp White Eagle if they are interested, in fact, in getting more information about your program?
Well, camp is fantastic. I mean, it increases personal accountability, decision-making, social skills, appreciate the natural surroundings. They make new friends. They get to know folks who are different from them. They feel good about themselves. They do things that they were first afraid to do. And for our camp specifically, they can contact us at our toll-free number is 866-471-4616, or our website is campkupugani.com.
Kevin, Gordon, Natasha Jackson have teamed up to put a new flavor into camping this summer and beyond. It is, again, Camp White Eagle. Kevin, Natasha, congratulations. Wishing you all the success in the coming and camping years.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Tavis.